How Spartak Moscow's sex plot failed against Liverpool, the incredible history the Premier League clubs made, and why the Champions League anthem didn't play before Manchester United's clash. It's all in Champions League extra time! Spartak's Liverpool sex plot fails. Spartak Moscow's players were banned from having sex in the days leading up to their clash with Liverpool in a bid to have their stars in top condition. Spartak's club doctor Victoria Gameva explained that while sex improves women's ability to work, it has the opposite impact on men. From a medical point of view, sex stimulates the ability to work only in women, Gameva was quoted as saying in an interview with Russian TV. In martial arts, it happens that a female athlete could fight just 5 or 10 minutes after having sex and her results would be better. But it works other way round for men. They should avoid sex 2 or 3 days before the football game. However, the plot did nothing to stop the Reds hammering Spartak 7-0 in Liverpool's biggest victory at Anfield in 10 years, which also saw them claim top spot in their Champions League group. Spartak missed out on the round of 16 with just 6 points from their 6 games. PL clubs make UCL history, Reds scoring feat. Liverpool entering the round of 16 means it's the first time in Champions League history that 5 clubs from one country, the Reds, Manchester United, City, Tottenham and Chelsea, have all qualified for the last 16 stage. It is also the first time since 2006-07 that 4 English teams have finished top of their group. Chelsea, finishing second in their group, were the one outlier. It was an especially fruitful night for Philippe Coutinho, who scored his first hat-trick for Liverpool in their massive victory. The Brazilian's 4th-minute penalty was also the Reds' fastest goal in a Champions League game at Anfield. Liverpool also broke the record for the most goals scored by an English side in a group campaign, 21. But it wasn't a happy outing for City. Pep Guardiola's side conceded more than 1 goal in the first half for the first time since April, as they lost their first game in 227 days at the hands of Shakhtar Donetsk. However, City have only kept 1 clean sheet in their last 14 away Champions League games since beating Feyenoord 4-0 in September. Liverpool report Spartak over youth game racism, AFP. Liverpool have reported Spartak Moscow to UEFA, the English club confirmed on Wednesday, after teenage striker Ryan Brewster was allegedly subjected to racist abuse by the Russian club's players. Brewster, who won the Under-17 World Cup with England in October, was visibly irate at the end of Liverpool's 2-0 win over Spartak in the UEFA Youth League and had to be restrained by teammates and coaching staff. Following the incident at Prenton Park, home of Tranmere Rovers, Liverpool said only they had followed the proper procedure by reporting the alleged incident to UEFA. Their complaint is understood to concern a matter of racist abuse. The matter arose shortly before the Champions League group game between Liverpool and Spartak's senior teams at Anfield. Liverpool lodged a similar complaint against Spartak after Brewster's teammate Bobby Adekanye was racially abused by the Russian club's fans during the reverse fixture in September. Spartak were found guilty in that instance and were made to partially close their academy ground for one match. Why the UCL song didn't play before United's match. Before every Champions League game, the famous song is blasted throughout the stadium after the players have lined up. However, it did play before Manchester United's win over CSKA Moscow. It turns out the CD kept skipping, and there was nothing that could be done. Scholes on Shaw, I don't think he lives cleanly. United legend Paul Scholes once said Luke Shaw would become the best left back in the world. Now he's having serious doubts given his lack of fitness. Shaw was handed a rare start by Jose Mourinho, who has previously slammed the Englishman for his underwhelming work ethic. After the match with Moscow, Scholes questioned whether Shaw is living life as clean as he could. It's difficult to say as we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. I don't think he lives his life as clean as he possibly should do, Scholes told BT Sport. With his body shape, he looks like a player who needs to be playing every week. We had Wayne Rooney, who was a player if he missed a couple of games you knew he wasn't looking after himself. He needs to be playing all the time, Saturday, Tuesday, whatever it may be. With Luke Shaw, is he going to get a run of 10 games in the team? I'm not sure. The problem he has got is that Ashley Young has been brilliant at left wing back. I hope there is a future for him. A couple of years ago, I thought we were signing the best left back in the world. Chelsea manager Conte fined for outburst. Chelsea manager Antonio Conte has been fined £8,000, $14,150, following his sending off during a match against Swansea City last month, the Football Association has announced. Conte was dismissed just before halftime for disputing a decision by referee Neil Swarbrick in the Premier League game at Stamford Bridge, which his team won 1-0. The Italian subsequently apologised but told British media he had been frustrated with Swansea's time wasting. The FA said in a statement that Conte had admitted the misconduct charge and accepted the standard penalty for the offence.